What is up, everybody? I am Jacobus after Bargain Bin, doing a very special extra episode that we do not normally do. It's Friday, and we are here to look at a book. Let me hurry up and bring in everybody. We'll have Bristolian Dave first.
All right, me babbers. How's it going, mate?
Oh, I'm very good. We started late because it's kind of tradition, isn't it?
We'll blame Aria. Aria had technical difficulties.
Yeah, and it's always Aria's fault, isn't it?
Yeah, it's always it.
As we brought in Dave first, it's only fair to bring in his fan club next.
Happy Monday, everybody! What? Friday? What? Right.
Yeah.
I don't know why this was still here from last week. So here, let me change that.
Nah, keep it.
No. Otherwise, people will forget who I am. Damn it.
Yeah, you're Dave's fan club. We know that.
You're all just my fan
that.
club anyway. It don't matter.
Shh! You had me at club.
No. Why are we blaming me? Everyone knows my streams always run smoothly.
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 See what happened there was two different words became one. Proving my point.
Well, before
Should we apologise to Rich now or not? I don't know.
Nah.
Let's try again.
We'll apologise at the end. Let's not brush over the fact not one of us was muted at the start of the show.
I know, like, what the heck? I was like expecting it.
Like, as you popped up, Jake, I saw you just unmute. I was like, you got it.
Yeah,
This could be the first time.
I got a little notification in the
point.
corner to say you muted. I was like, oh, that was handy.
Oh.
Turning
This is
point.
progress, guys. This is progress.
It is. So before we bring in Rich, the man of the hour, we have Dave in the chat saying, "Who's ready to part her?" Because that's a party face right there, isn't it?
Push-ups.
Michael
That's the only ones I
McCartney,
can
damn
do.
you, Aria. Confirmed Aria's fault. Comics mate, dating gay, bit of projection, fair enough. And Piper says up. So
In Australia, they say Piper.
yeah, that was your last weird thing, weren't it? Should we bring him in? Should we bring the main man in
Do it.
and have a crack? Everybody, welcome Rich.
Hey, hello, how are you? Thank you for having me on your show.
You are welcome anytime.
Excellent. There I am.
Yeah, goodbye, Aria.
That's mean.
Did you just check him out, Jacobus?
Yeah, he just
Nah.
did, man.
It's them technical difficulties. That's why we was late.
Wow, that's painful. How you guys doing? Good afternoon, good evening.
Good.
Good, we are good.
It feels like afternoon here. I moved here last year from the United States, and I'm still. It still boggled my mind that the sun was out at like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. It blew my mind. Right around the summer solstice, it was like setting at like 10:30, 11 o'clock. I was like, wait, what? Because where I used to live, it would set around 8:30, 9 o'clock at the highest peak, you know. But and then when it hit winter, it like got dark at 3:30. That blew my mind. It blew my mind. I never understood that before. I was like, wow, this is actually a real thing.
We are a hardy stock.
Yes, you are. You are a very hardy stock.
I'm alright.
Yes,
I'm a bit soft around the edges, if I'm honest.
I got the COVID belly myself. I used to be nice and fit, and now I'm a little portly now at this point. So
Oh yeah. This was definitely all COVID.
oh god, yeah, I got the COVID abs. That's what I did. I did that whole year-long program with the COVID abs and everything. It completely expanded my waistline and made sure that I had to wear muumuu shorts for the last 3 or 4 months and everything. So yeah, that was fun.
Muumuu shorts?
Yeah, like the big ones where it's like you have to have the stretchy things and stuff. Where it's just like it goes from small to extra large if you put it on the right way. It's just.
I love those things.
I know those are really good for company, especially if you have like the softy little stretchy things on the inside. Those work, man. You know, and it gives me a lot of excuse to not wear pants or anything.
Anything stretchy is good for me.
That is true. Same with me. Same with me at this point.
Jacobus, stop making up your own jokes.
I'm not. I just seen comics mate says it's 5 a.m. because
It's better be where. Where's it 5 a.m.? Where's it 5 a.m.? Where is he? In Australia?
Australia.
Yeah, Australia.
Wow. It is worth it, comics mate. It is.
100%.
100%.
Yeah.
Do not fret.
So,
Yes. What do we got?
I wanna dive straight in and have a look at this campaign, to be honest, because I just wanna bite myself.
Okay.
Awesome.
By all means. Let me know when you want. We're gonna do a countdown, I guess, when we start the campaign. So you just let me know when you're ready.
Oh mate, if you're expecting us to be ready,
I'll wait. I got time. I got nothing else to do today.
I suppose Rob could do a little countdown or something, can he? He likes dramatic.
Shall I do it in the maybe I could do it in the style of, you know, like Austin Powers Frau Verbissener.
First, can we get the link in the chat and stuff?
Oh yeah, go for it. Yeah.
That might help people.
Do you have the link?
Well,
you should have it.
Can't have. Can I have the link until it's live? Can we? Because
Is it the same?
It's the same as
the last one, or would it be?
Well, it'll probably be different by the time it goes active. So I'll just copy and paste. I'll just copy and put it in the private chat.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, that'll work.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, here we go again with this thing.
Hey, the bargain bin special on stream is pretty cool, guys.
Bargain bin special, that's me.
to be fair,
you were in the right place.
Hitting it last time, weren't you?
What was that, Jake?
Said he was close to hitting his target last time.
Yeah, last time I missed it by 120 quid. But my issue was that I was banned from Facebook for about 30 days. And I had to start a new account because that one was just messed up. And I had a previous Indiegogo campaign that ran out by the time I got back in. I wasn't really able to do anything about it. And I mean, because the goal at that point was a little bit too high, and I didn't really have the capability of like promoting it or anything. So that campaign ended, and I decided to do one just based on what I had from before for the Kickstarter for this. I was like, okay, I'll just put a modest goal, see how it works, and it flatlined at 300, and then at the last minute, I got another 170 quid. But that was not that it was a little bit too late. I mean, thank you whoever did it for putting a burst like that in there. But it was combination of bad timing, my fault, you know, whatever it was. So I just decided to change the parameters of this new one where it's a flexible goal, where I'll just be able to get it to whoever needs it. And I'll just, you know, let it continuously run until, you know, the supplies for issue 1 run out, whatever it might be.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, it's in the perks where it's like, I just have 15 copies of each issue and then 5 of each issue with a commission. If anybody wants, I get a drawing with it. So, you know, whatever it is. If it goes past 15, I'll just change the rewards, the perks, whatever.
So it's very limited then. See?
Incredibly limited.
It is limited. Yeah. Well, I did very well the first one. It was my very, very first Kickstarter campaign, and I had a goal of 1,100 quid, and I made it in 6 days.
That's cool.
I wound up with 2577.
Huh,
No, that's
nice.
cool. See, I saw it on Kickstarter because I think it was on Kickstarter when you were on Lucifer's channel.
Yes.
I think at that time, yeah. But I just don't like Kickstarter. I don't like the way they don't take the money. I'm really terrible at like planning that stuff. So if they don't take the money straight away, I'm like, I'll have a bill for like 40 different books.
I know it's a pain. It can be a pain. It can be. It's a pain in the butt. But yeah, I've already as an artist for a bunch of other books, I've been on about 9 or 10 of them already, and I'm just so used to Kickstarter and how it functions. I just automatically went there. Now I'm learning a lot more of Indiegogo, and I'm sure there's going to be more that I learn as I go on. But you know, I mean, I'm probably going to do this again for chapter 2 if I have any issues left over that people miss out on. But we'll see. Yeah. We'll see what happens. You know, I mean, my audience is now a lot wider. You know, for the for the followers on my Kickstarter for Chapter 2, it already exceeded. It exceeded by about maybe 15 or 20 for the followers I had for the first one. So I'm in pretty decent shape. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm not going to count my chickens before they hatch. You know, I still have a modest conservative goal.
Man,
We'll
you
see.
can tell you're on a farm now, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard for me to talk a little bit.
Right,
Because I'm sorry?
Let's get Rob to do the countdown, because if he's counting
Yeah.
down, he can't
Do
say
you have
more
the
really bad
link?
jokes.
I have it open. I have it ready. All I got to do is press the launch campaign.
So you're going to launch it, right? Okay, and are you going to? But we need a link for people to.
Yeah, he's gonna launch it and then drop the link in the private chat.
And then okay, so
Yeah.
Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Bet your neighbours just shit themselves up.
Really aggressive countdown. I got a bit scared, to be honest.
Yeah, it was terrifying.
My poor missus is going to be gone downstairs going, what the bloody hell's going on? The lights just come on.
Campaign is live. Right, let's go. Give me 1 second. The campaign is live now.
Mail.
Let's get that link out and then we can.
Got it already.
You got it already. Oh, I see. You're going to save it so you can be number 1, yeah? That's what you're doing. Don't.
Give me 1 second. Okay, not now. Okay. Share on Twitter, not now. Give me 1 second. Wait, I think this is it.
Technical problems.
I'm sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. I think this is it. Let me see if I can give it to you. Let's see if it works. It's going to be in the chat. See if that's it.
To me, baby.
I just love this internet. Yeah, good job. I always have to get in there.
There we go. It's up. Cool.
You see it?
Yep, got it. And I'll put that in the YouTube chat for everybody.
Looking good.
Boom.
Come on, guys. Stupid thing. Okay, it's up. All right, yeah, that's great. All right, excellent. Yay! I'm pleased.
Beat you, Dave. I think.
You beat me what?
Yay,
Yeah, but you
it's
only posted
there.
the link. At least I posted what it is. Yours could be a
okay.
like to anything. Come on.
The Incantesi, Chapter 1, second chance for the first issue. Right, okay.
Right, well,
good.
We'll give
Yoo-hoo.
Jacob. Oh,
Stop it.
Oh, we lost him.
What?
I don't even know what to grab. Nothing in this world to
he
grab.
launched.
That sheep with the aerial has moved.
Beg.
Come on, people. You had one job. Get back up on the top of the hill.
Right, when you bought it, Jacobus, if that's what you're doing, do you want to share the screen and then we'll keep it there and then we'll refresh as we go and then see what we can get it to.
Do it.
Yeah, just.
Are you number 1? I'm letting you be number 1. I'm not doing it.
You guys backed already.
No. I have backed, but it doesn't say I have on the.
Yeah,
No,
that's what
it
I was
takes a
saying.
minute to, dun, dun, dun. I gotta say,
Dooba-dooba-doo, clack.
Rich will come back. There
I
he
am
is.
back. I'm sorry.
Back.
Yeah, it just went, and I'm just like, this is just ridiculous. But okay, I'm back. Hello.
How's it
Cool.
going? Yeah, so you've launched. Michael
I'm definitely
McCartney,
launched.
back
Okay,
to number
good.
2. Yeah, Mike's
Do I
back to
do the
number
soft
2.
cover or the hard cover? I'm still
It
undecided.
says I cheated. Do both, Dave.
Just don't help me for nothing.
Oh, if anybody gets the one with the commissions, I do those live.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
It was
I
live.
do those live. Every single commission that I've done for the Kickstarter, I do live. Every single one, and I do it on my YouTube channel.
That's cool.
So yeah, it's fun stuff. It's fun stuff. I have a lot of really good stuff on that one. You know, and starting Monday, I'm going to start every other day. I'm going to start doing original art pages from Chapter 2 of the Incantesi. which will be in the Kickstarters, and it'll be in the Kickstarter, and it'll also be in any future Indiegogo campaign that I may or may not have, whatever it might be. Yay, 29. All right, yay. That's so cool. Yeah, I went light on the rewards. I only went 4. I didn't want it to be all complicated or anything. I mean, whenever anybody decides to contribute and get a perk or anything, there's 3 things that come with it. One of them is an Incantesi bookmark. It just has some of the from the art. I'm sorry? Oh, wow. Okay.
I was just saying, refresh.
Give me a sec. Yeah, it'll refresh when it finally comes up. You know, it's like, well, what do we have on the refresh? What is it? Oh, we got 4 backers.
Already on 5 backers now. 5 backers.
Wow.
83.
6, so we're definitely on 6 backers.
Okay, let me see.
Okay.
All right, let's hope it works.
Ka-ching.
The ding. What was I saying? Yeah, you get 3. You get wow. Oh, that's so cool. Nicely done. Okay. For the Kickstarter, for the
Red Valkyrie.
Yay, Red Valkyrie's
Red
here.
Valkyrie.
Thank you, Red Valkyrie.
He also says hit us up when you launch book 2.
I will. Absolutely, I will. I'm going to be previewing a lot of the art for issue 2. As a matter of fact, I have it here. Is anybody that I could send it to in right now that I could just send it to via Messenger, and maybe you want to share some of the art for issue 2 coming up?
Yeah, you can send it me on Messenger.
Sure. I mean, you
Sort it out.
can Rich also share his screen? This is your
That was
screen,
dodgy
isn't it?
internet.
Or is it just because it's slow? Right.
Yeah, send it to
sure.
Jacobus.
Yeah, let's just forgive me. I'm a little paranoid with the way this computer is going, of course, because that's just my life. You know, when something important is about to show up, the computer's like, duh, okay. You know, so I'm gonna send it. Give me one moment. I'll send a couple of pieces over as soon as the messenger bar opens in a
We've
week.
officially hit £100.
I'm already at 100 pounds.
Yay.
10%
Yay.
of the whole.
Yay! Awesome. Thank you, everybody.
Well,
Thank you, everybody who's helping me out with this.
while
I
you
really
do that,
appreciate-
Rick.
Huh?
Sorry, I was going to say while you're sending us, shall one of us show the Indiegogo screen, and that'll save some of his bandwidth.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, if you want to do that, I'll turn off my Incantesi Chapter 1 Indiegogo screen then. Okay, if you want. Okay, let's turn that off. Okay, come on, Messenger. All right. Yeah, every single one of these I do live. Every commission I do live. You also get the bookmark. It's like a 2x6 bookmark. You also get a print. Well, for this one, I'm including 2 prints. I'm including an A4 print of the cover for Chapter 1 and an A4 print for the cover of Chapter 2.
Oh, very cool.
Where'd Jacobus go?
Oh, he's looks like Jacobus has disappeared.
Oh,
Might
man.
have. Maybe I'm
That's
a bit-
right.
It's right. This is generally how our shows go. Someone has issues and someone else has issues, and it works itself out in the end. It's all good.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
let's put it this way.
My dog just started barking
It's-
and scared the shit out of everyone, so I'm just laughing at that off screen.
Let's put it this way. This is a comic show. There are supposed to be issues.
Yeah, that is true.
Hey,
Hey.
Oh, God.
you need a jar for Rob and all his one-liners. Put a coin in the jar, Rob.
One the other thing, if I may, the other thing that's included in every single perk, everybody decides to contribute to a perk. Aside from those 3 things, you also get something called the Incantesi Companion. Now, I compiled a 16-page black and white book that has some information on some of the characters that are there, a little sneak peek of what I'm going to do in the later issues. some of the pages that I did not use in production, and some of the notes on it. And also, I have all the way in the back of the book the very first drawn picture of the main hero, the Incantesi, and that's a fun story. So it was an Italian actress who asked me to do a commission of her, and I was like, okay, what would you like? And she goes, I want a superhero, and I want to look like a sorceress, like I want to do magic. So I created her character, and she loved it, and I didn't think anything of it for a couple of months. And then I decided I wanted to self-publish. So I was looking for my characters, and my characters suck. All my characters suck. They're like 80s, 90s throwaway characters, like X-Image crap. So I was like, forget it, I can't use it. I was looking on the pile of paper, and I saw her commission that I did, and the whole story just came to my head. So the first thing I did was ask her if I can use her likeness. She said yes, and that's what you have here.
Cool.
Wow.
Excellent.
Yeah, man. It's fantastic. She was completely understanding. She loves it. I show her all the art before I show anybody the art. She's helped out with the story a little bit. Her name is Sofia Brocani, and she's a very good friend of mine, a very good friend. And I'm still waiting for this messenger thing to come out. I just love this thing. But yes,
Okay.
this is it. What you see here is what you get. This is the interior art. This is page 43 that you're looking at right there.
Cool. Yeah, the art is really cool.
Thank you. It's all me. The whole thing is me. Pencils, inks, colors, and letters. The whole thing. And I wrote the story too.
How long did
And,
it take you to make?
Style, I like it.
It took me. How long did it take me? I started in May and I finished in November. I started principal art on it sometime in like April, I think, of last year, but I really started gearing up for it in May because I wanted to get the style down more than anything, and it took me a little longer to do than I thought it would. When I got into the United Kingdom, I went to the NHS because I had a big lump on my neck, and it turns out I had cancer.
Oh shit.
Yeah, well, I'm okay. On the American date of the Thanksgiving Day, it was gone after 2 surgeries and radiotherapy. I don't have cancer anymore, which is great. But I was completing that while I was completing the Incantesi, while I was doing other freelance work, while I was going under cancer treatment, and while I was doing all this other stuff. So it's like, yeah. But I knew that if I was going to do this again, I mean, I was going to try and figure out how I was going to go about doing it. But the success of the first campaign and no joke, the demand of a whole bunch of like most of the backers for the Kickstarter, they're like, I can't wait for issue 2. When the hell is it going to come out? And I'm like, oh crap, now I got to do this. So I'm like, oh great. So now I'm like, oh, that's just peachy. Now I actually have to work at it. So it was. I was like, okay, here we go. But yeah, it's been one hell of a thrill ride. I've gotten a lovely, really, really wonderful praise for the book. I mean, it's a good story from what I can ascertain. It's a good story. I mean, she's not Mary Sue in any way, which I love. I mean, there's a whole bunch of twists here and there. There's a whole bunch of other things that go on within the story. And it's really cool. And I just love hearing the dog yelping and whining all the way in the background. No one does anything about it. Great job.
Rich, I'm
Sorry.
doing
Sorry.
math, which everyone knows is not my strong suit. But it seems I know you've already mentioned this is very limited, but there's only going to be 40 copies of this book available on the campaign, right?
That's right. Altogether, yeah. I have devoted 15 for singular purchases of a singular issue, whether it's a paperback or it's a hardcover. And I've devoted 5 of each copy in case anybody wants a commission with it.
Woo! 7 backers.
That is cool.
Yay, 7 backers. All right, nicely done.
12%. 12%.
Yay.
I went with the hardback in the end.
Yeah, and
Nice.
I did.
Nice. Thank you.
I
Thank you.
thought
Each
that's
one of
what
those you signed, and you get all those three things that I said you would get. I'm gonna. It turns out I have it open right now, so here we go. Let me see if I can actually send some art. Come on, you can do it. No, you can do it.
Hex
Anyway.
says, "Hey Rich, check your Twitter." I'm guessing that'll be
Check
in about
my
a week.
Twitter, huh? Okay, check my Twitter.
Don't cross the screen.
All right, let me check my
Dark Side
Twitter.
Comics, welcome
I'm
to the
checking my
stream.
Twitter. That's just crazy. All right.
I'm giving it as
Twitter.
much as I can. I cannot give it any more.
I cannot give it any more, Captain. She's about to
Robert
blow.
McCartney says you're extra thankful for Thanksgiving. Then
I am. I found out on Thanksgiving Day. It was weird. I kind of understood that it was Thanksgiving Day, but I really wasn't focused on that because, I was like, oh, well, I wonder what my final diagnosis is going to be. So I have to close a window in order to get to Twitter of all things. All right, I'm on Twitter and it's still doing that little rotating thingy.
Twitter
So okay, just let me
killed him.
distract you a short while.
Oh God.
What's the situation with the nose picking here?
Oh, Rob,
Does
keep up,
everyone
mate.
else not do that? I don't.
Huh? What's going on?
Are you asking the person that's not here because of technical difficulties?
Well, like I can only see what's on my screen.
Well, that's a death gun.
Oh, he's gone, is he? Have you
He'll be
guys
back.
scared him off? My God.
It was your nose picking question. That's what it was.
Don't ask about the nose. The
All right, I'm
nose.
back.
Hey.
Sorry about that.
Right,
There you
so
go.
nose picking, that was the topic.
Yeah, the what's
All
with
right,
the nose
so I
picking
have to check
ballerina?
my Twitter now. My Twitter is here, and what am I looking at? This is odd. He's like, check your Twitter. I'm like, okay.
Just check it. Is it okay?
It looks like it. It looks magical. All from England, the rain, sleet, violent infection. It made it. Thanks. Oh, Hex got his copies today. Nice. Okay, cool.
Oh, nice.
Very cool.
Yeah. No, my friend Hex got his copies. He ordered a soft cover and a hard cover. What else? Yeah, another friend of mine. He got the hardcover and the soft cover, and he purchased the cover of issue 1. So it's like, ooh, yeah, I love it. It's great, man. I'm happy. I was very happy. Like I said, I cleared the first one in 6 days, and I'm going to go a little higher for a Kickstarter for the next one. But I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, put up $5,000. No, that's retarded. I'm like, no, no, not that. We'll see what happens, But I'm just going to keep working at it. But yeah, no, I'm pleased. I'm very pleased with what's happening. Thank you again, guys, for having me on and getting putting out the notification that it's like, hey, Rich is here. So
No,
Cool looking book. Dude.
Yeah, sure.
Why don't you tell us about the story?
Okay, well, the story is about a young. Now, the Incantesi is actually the name of a clan of sorcerers about 300 years ago. And they devoted their lives to helping all of mankind, even if mankind is trying to like hunt them down or whatnot, because of like witch trials and stuff like that. So it's a little X-Men-y, but a lot of groups are like that when that happens. But after a little while, some of the members of the Incantesi decide to fight back, and they wind up, just killing a whole. They go on an assassin run on anybody who's ever hunted down any witch or warlock or perceived witch or warlock. And after a while, they really liked it, so they started just wiping out everybody as much as they could, and faster than you can see it happening, a whole bunch of members of the Incantesi joined these vigilantes / assassins, and they all called themselves the Wrath. And they decided that their only purpose was to destroy all of humanity or people who are not like them, because humans are just evil. That's what they thought. So as the numbers dwindled greatly, the remaining 5 Incantesi came up with a plan to make sure that the Wrath wouldn't follow through with their plans of destruction and death. So they managed to trap all of the Wrath into an extra dimensional prison. Now, the spell that created this extra dimensional prison was 99.9% perfect, but the other 1% left it at a point where it could eventually be broken out by the wrath. So what has to happen is that the spell that was woven through a series of rhythmic body movements, aka dance, it could be interpreted as that, or martial arts is the same thing too. Anything that requires precise body movement is what gives a person the ability to be a part of the Incantesi clan, to conjure spells and do all sorts of other wonderful things. So even though the extra dimensional prison is good for a while, it's only good for a short while, maybe 30, 40 years every other generation. So there has to be a member of the Incantesi or someone found who can be a part of the Incantesi to fortify and make sure that prison is stable. Enter, and as the years go by, it happens, and enter Cassandra Rossi. She's the main hero of this story. Now, she's in her early 20s. She's a ballet dancer and stuff like that. And unwitting to herself, her aunt Amelia, who is supposed to be the last Incantesi, is not, and is supposed to be training Cassandra for all of this. But Cassandra finds out who she really is in the worst ways possible, under the worst circumstances possible, that are very damaging to her psychologically and physically. So after all that she finds out, there's a whole bunch of events that happen throughout the four-issue series, or this series of 4 issues. And towards the end of everything, she has to really just make a decision, and it's in the tagline. Embrace your destiny or become consumed by it. And I have an idea of how it's going to end. I have 3 different endings, and none of them are the Mary Sue kind.
3 different endings. What's going to come of that then? Is it a case of choosing one, or?
Yeah, really, essentially just choosing one. I've narrowed it. I had like 6 endings, but I narrowed it down to 3. And now I'll probably get to like 2 by the end of issue 3. I've already written out all of chapter 2. The art is almost finished on chapter 2, and I've already plotted up chapter 3 already. I have an idea of what's going to go in chapter 4, but I have to flesh that out. I'll probably do that tonight. And the thing about issue 2 also is that we get a prologue and the epilogue, bracketing the main story for chapter 2 of those 5 remaining Incantesi who trapped the wrath. So you're going to have a story building up to the point of the last part of the last chapter where the Incantesi are successful in imprisoning the wrath. And that's going to tie into the next 4 issues series. I just got to figure out how. I know how, but it's just how am I going to go about doing it? You know what I mean? It's like, what is one event going to do another? Is one event going to coincide with another? There's, like I said, there's a bunch of possibilities, and I think, I think people are going to like it because it will not be the expected standard thing. It won't be, not at all. Not if I can help it.
Can I just interject? Jacobus,
Yes.
Refresh.
Oh, I got 117 already.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Let's see if this pops up. Okay, I'm taking off my Twit notifications. Yep, 117. I got 7 backers. That's great.
Hey,
Yay.
awesome.
Yay. Now, since it's I'm assuming a bunch of you guys have already done like an Indiegogo campaign or something like that.
Well,
I'm a bit
Actually,
confused
none of
because,
us have we?
listen, refresh it again.
Okay.
Oh, it takes
Uh-huh.
a minute. Come on, Rob. If someone just backs it. Yeah. Give
All
it
right,
a
I'm
minute.
refreshing it one more time. Still 117. That's still great for like
So
a
what-
minute.
what am-
That's
So what am
fantastic.
I looking at? Oh, I'm looking at the old one.
campaign.
Oh, I'm looking at the old campaign. And I'm thinking
Yeah, I know.
555
Rob,
euros. Oh,
Do
sorry.
you need a nap?
No.
You need a nap, mate. Is it time for a nap? Right.
I wish it got that quick, that fast. I know that I can. The one thing I do know is that I can withdraw the funds a little quicker, and then I can withdraw the funds at any time and just send the package over to anybody. So I'm good. I'm happy. You know, as long as a person gets that copy, that's the main thing. I want to get this out to everybody that I could possibly get it out to, because I think it's a really good story. And it's like, once you read it, you know, I mean, every single person that has backed this campaign, the Kickstarter campaign, they're saying they can't wait for the second issue. There was one instance where a friend of mine, he gave a copy to his 10-year-old son. Now, he gave the copy to his 10-year-old son, who has skulls for wallpaper, and he has a Flash poster, and I think the kid has like a couple of rock or death metal posters or something like that. He took the A4 print of the cover of Chapter 1 and put it next to his Flash poster. Now, yeah, I know that's beyond cool. Awesome. And if my comic can get a 10-year-old boy who has skulls for wallpaper and move over like one of his posters to make sure that it goes right next to the Flash, and the kid says, the 10-year-old boy cannot wait for the second issue of the ballerina who could do magic stuff, I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm pretty damn well.
Nice.
I just want to welcome Rude Salverson.
Hey, Rude.
Ginger.
Hello, Ginge. Congrats on the launch. Thank you, Ginge.
The show.
I appreciate it. Ginge, check out the campaign. The gentleman before, check out the campaign too.
Yeah.
Just 33 books left. That's it. Just 33.
I think I've pinned Dave's message with the link to the campaign. Spoiling Bandito has joined us as well. Welcome.
Hello.
All right, so we've had a look at the campaign. What about yourself, and tell us a little bit about yourself and your sort of like your history with comics and.
Okay, well, I used to live in Staten Island, New York. It's the lesser known one of the 5 boroughs. Born in Brooklyn, lived in New York most of my life, with the exception of a short jaunt over to North Carolina for a few years. Lived in New York City most of my life. My first professional art job was Marvel Comics. That's fun. You know, I got an internship over at Marvel when I was studying advertising design, of all things. And
what were you doing as a part of that internship?
Well, what? I'm sorry?
What were you doing for Marvel as a part of that internship?
Well, what I did was I was an intern for the X-Men office, which drove me nuts. I couldn't believe it. Because that was my favorite comic. So it's like like 1 week I'm a pizza manager at a pizza place, and then the next thing I know, I'm working at I'm an intern at Marvel Comics in the X-Men office.
Nice.
Yeah, it drove me nuts. I did that for 2 months, and then I got a job in the art corrections department, which is affectionately called Romita's Raiders. Now, what the 3 of us or 4 of us did, it was a temp job, by the way, for about a year or a little bit more than a year. What the Raiders did was we corrected any of the art that needed correcting. Like if there was any continuity mistakes or if there was just bad anatomy, and oh my God, that was the time to be a Raider, because that was when Marvel was putting out 110 books a month before they almost went belly up in the crash of 95. Oh, it was horrible. And all the art, I mean, out of all 110 books, maybe 20 of them didn't suck. You know, it was like all the editors there, they hired a bunch of editors, and those editors hired their friends thinking that they were good enough to be in Marvel. And it's like, no, your books are terrible, you know? And we did a lot of correcting. And then afterwards,
can I ask a quick question?
Yeah, please.
Yeah. Did you ever do feet for Rob Liefeld?
No. Oh. No, I was after Rob Liefeld. Yes. Thankfully I was after Rob Liefeld. Yes. I'm thankful, because I don't care how popular this guy is. I'm like, dude, draw feet. I draw feet, you know, and most artists do draw feet also. Don't cover it with smoke. Not every place you step is going to be smoky, man. Just stop. It's just no. Thankfully, no. I didn't. I got there right after about a year or two after the Image guys left, and I was I had to correct some art that was done from when Joe Madureira was there from when the Kuberts were there. You know, a couple of other people. I forgot who they were, but yeah, they almost went belly up in '97, and then Joe Quesada came in. He saved Marvel. He took the secondary characters and made them fantastic. And you know, I worked as a freelance inker there for a good 10 years. I worked for just about every single title you can think of. And after the 10 years in 2004, I think, 2004, I got married the first time, and I moved to North Carolina, and I did the whole domestic thing. I was like, you know what? I did the whole Marvel thing. I'm done. I'm good. And after about 5 years of languishing there, I was like, you know what? I really hate what I'm doing. I'm going to try and see if I can get a job at DC. So I got a job at DC Comics, and I worked for them for a couple of years, working as the main inker on Booster Gold and The Ray for about 2 years. And then I stopped. And in 2013, I decided to, you know, I've already climbed that mountain of working for both Marvel and DC. Yay. So I was like, all right, that's it. You know, I'm going to do something else. And I decided to hit the independent circuit, but this time as a penciler. So I had to shore up my penciling skills first. So I drew wildly for a few months. Afterwards, I got a penciling gig, and then I got a penciling and inking gig. And then it just kept on snowballing for about 7 years. There's not been a day that I haven't had work since then. You know, and then in 2000, in 2020, I decided I was going to self-publish, and here we are. There you go. Hey,
cool. The chat's made me laugh. You got comics, mate. Yes, 95 when I was still in kindergarten.
These young whippersnappers.
Graphic Goose saying, yes, 95 when I was -3.
Hey,
95 when I was -3. Oh yeah,
I was born in '92, so like.
That means I've been a professional longer than the Goose guy has been alive.
Yeah.
Yes. 95 when I moved to London.
Oh well, you know it happens.
Hamleys.
You know, it's a nice feeling when you know that you've been doing this for a while.
You're breaking up a bit for me. I don't know how you are for everyone else.
Yep. Fine.
Oh, it's frozen.
Yeah,
I was taking the.
I was a youngin at that point, and I got into college. I got into college early.
Are you guys hearing it okay?
I'm sorry?
Yeah, I think the sheep are playing with his antenna again.
Bloody sheep. Yeah, guys watching, do us a favor and share this stream and share the links to his campaign, because you're going to be supporting his book and you're going to so that's not good.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, we lost him.
He'll be back. He'll be back
in a minute.
Share the stream to bring him back.
Yeah, anyone in the chat that hasn't except Dean James, because they don't ship to Australia, make sure you check this book out.
Put it this way, if you're in the
Dean,
UK...
Dean, you woke up at 5 a.m. and it doesn't even ship that far.
Oh, really?
We love you and appreciate you, though, if that helps.
Well, you know, if you can ask around, someone will ship him a copy.
Thing is, if you're in the UK as well, like this, the shipping was stupid cheap. Like
£2.
£2, yeah.
Really? Actually, yeah. Shipping to Germany is I think it was £4, which is I can deal with that.
That's really good still.
So
yeah.
Everyone who complains about shipping, like me,
you ain't got a foot to stand on.
Yeah. Guys, so for under £20, if you're in whether in the UK or in Europe, for under £20, you can get yourself a beautiful hardcover Comicsgate book. How cool is that?
That is cool.
Comics, mate. He doesn't. If you want me to, I will ship you a copy. As Indiegogo doesn't send it to Australia. Rich, is your signal working?
So, Rich, you're back. How you doing?
Am I there?
You're there.
Yeah.
All right, hello. Sorry about that, guys.
No problem. Rich, how many pages is this book?
48.
48. See, guys,
The
for under
next
20
one's going to be 60 pages altogether.
Whoa.
Wow.
The next the next 3.
Oh, he's gone again.
Bloody sheep.
Oh, wow.
I think Comics Mate said he's paid over $100 for postage. What?
100. That
Well,
can't
what?
be one
Shipping?
book.
Like a pallet of bricks or something.
Have I seen the postman that much?
Are you cavorting on screen, Mr. Jacobus and Mrs. Jacobus?
No.
Cavorting.
You're
Jan has
cavorting.
joined us. I don't even know what that word means, Rob.
He's born before 95.
I thought you was going to throw something at me.
Making weird noises on live.
I would love to see someone just come in and pelt him right in the side of the head now.
Did you not see it a minute ago? A big wad of paper hit me on the head.
Violence. You need me to
Back to
call
work.
someone?
Yeah, so
Where did the missus hit you?
everywhere.
Jacobus, while we're here, is there a video at the top of this screen?
I believe there is actually. Should we have a
Yeah, maybe
have a
we
watch?
we can have a gander at that, eh? Are you showing your volume?
I'm not
Time will
fucking-
tell.
Nope.
Oh, close the whole page down as
Nipped
well.
it in the bud.
Jesus Christ.
What are you doing?
Theory
Oh,
Quest 1, 2,
no.
and 3 hardcovers cost more to ship than did to buy. Yeah, that's a campaign killer. With the postage more expensive than the book.
Oh, we got another backer. 8 backers,
Oh.
131 now. Nice.
Yoo-hoo!
Oh,
Nice.
Good job, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I've come to the point now. If a book's costing more to ship than it is the actual book, I can't back it. Like I just,
Yeah.
it's just too much. I can't
I hear
because
what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm really fussy with the postage as well and stuff. If it's
Yeah.
too much, I can't doing it.
it was Shane.
Oh,
Nice
James
one, bud.
Sullivan, number 8, bitches.
Graphic goose. Show us on the doll where the missus hit you.
Let me go get the fox.
The part where Jacob launched the doll across the room. There.
Yeah.
Okay. I think he's probably
got-
coming back.
Have you got it, Jacobus?
Yeah, it's just loading up now.
He don't know what he's doing. Come on. I need a
Oh, you know
haircut.
what?
Then. It's getting long again. Look
Yeah,
at
you told me about it. I wake up every morning. Bloody hell.
Everyone wakes
Nice.
up
Do you remember that?
every
There
morning.
was an advert years ago. I think it was a hair gel advert where this guy would wake up in the morning and he'd look in the mirror and he'd go like this. And basically, while he was asleep, there'd be a gorilla picking him up and mopping the floor with him. That's basically what I face every bloody morning at the moment.
You should have seen my hair when I was a kid. I had it long and the spikes were like that long on top. I was
Sonic
like,
the Hedgehog! Sonic the Hedgehog! That's how I... God, now it's all coming back to me.
I was like that typical white boy kid. You know, the one that turns up to the year 6 disco wearing a shirt with flames on it and like spiky hair. That was me.
But what you're telling us right now is you were the coolest kid in class.
I was fucking cool, man.
I always
You got
imagined
David
it to be
Comic,
like
yeah? How you
this.
do?
I don't know, Jacobus. Do you know what you're doing, mate? You right?
Yeah, I just wanted to share this because this is how I thought you'd have looked as a kid.
Oh, there we go. Go on. Go on. I'm waiting for it. Go on.
Young Spock.
I know what's coming. I didn't know what was coming. Who did Big Feeding Tom?
Which one? Both of them.
Yeah, there's a mirror in the middle.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Dickhead.
What's that shit?
Oh,
Jesus.
he's
That
come back
sounds
with
like-
half me. Maybe that'll work now.
All right, me barbers.
Where have you moved to now?
I am never
barber's-
using my laptop ever again.
You're in the cupboard under the stairs, aren't you?
The thing with that,
It might as well be. I'm actually in the
barber's-
kitchen right now, next to the stove, where I made dinner tonight. So it's like this is the only source of light that I know of because I can't find the damn light switch anywhere here in this kitchen. So here I am in the cupboard in the dungeon. So hello again.
Hello.
That's cool. Just don't zoom around the room so we can't see what you got tied up there. It's fine.
Yeah, I know. So we're gonna I'm just gonna watch what's going on. Did it go up again?
Yes, you got another backer.
Yes.
Ka-ching.
Yay!
Well,
This is
well.
awesome. I love it. Let's see. Maybe
Right,
if I
Yeah, it was.
Right, we're gonna watch this video.
Please.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You have to let me know if there's sound or not.
Okay.
Uno.
Got no sound.
No sound, mate.
Do you have sound on this, Rich?
It should be, yeah.
No sound, mate.
There was sound on it.
Yeah, it's
Sorry.
alright. Jacobus don't know what he's doing. You see, it's
Shall I share mine?
Go on then, Rob. You can mess
Go on,
it
Rob.
up for us.
Save the day.
Well, let's hope.
terrible.
But I do remember. Right, okay.
Rich, are
Is
you
Rich using a
dial-up
dial-up modem? No, he's not. He has a Chromebook that is not. I mean, the Wi-Fi signal here is not very good.
That's just Wales for you, that is.
Tell me about it.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
The only way I can keep a steady connection is by keeping all the doors open in the house.
Really?
It's meant to be fiber optic and shit.
right.
Yeah, it's the same where I live too. It's like I mean, I either use the smartphone or I keep all the windows in the house open or whatever the hell. It's ridiculous.
Tinfoil hats. Right. Ready for this?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Let's try it.
4, 3, 2, 1.
This sounds amazing.
I ain't getting no sound.
I give up.
Let's wait
Yeah,
for him to finish.
He looks like he's enjoying it.
Are you not hearing any sound?
No.
Ah, well, that sucks.
Is it a stream
People go out and...
stupid or?
Alright, guys, let's try this. I'm sharing my screen.
Yeah.
Oh,
all
on,
we're
guys,
all going to have a go.
right.
This ain't professional, guys. We got a guest on. Come on.
Well, this happened a couple of weeks ago with mine as well. Uno! There we go. Yay, sound. Yoo-hoo!
Very cool.
Very exciting.
Thank you.
I just want
Yay,
to
thank
say,
you.
Neve in the comments is going to take over soon because we're all doing that badly.
Yeah.
I'll get my coat.
There's a reason we're called the bargain bin. It's not...
Yes.
Right.
Do you want to refresh that page, Aria?
Here we go. 205.
Whoa. All right.
Ay, 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 ay.
Oh my goodness! Who that jumped quick. Someone got the hardcover with the commission.
Yeah, the
Oh, wow.
£70 one someone grabbed.
Nice.
Oh, quality.
Here you go.
All right.
£70 is not a lot for what you get in there. People would charge £70 for the commission alone. Plus, you're going to get this really cool book, guys.
For sure.
I'm gonna punch up the price a little bit for the second chapter, just a little bit, because I had some issues with because of Brexit and because of the pandemic that it became a lot more expensive to ship outward
Yeah.
of the United Kingdom, and it hit me pretty good. It cost me a few hundred extra quid just to send everything out. But I'm working with someone now in the United States who, it turns out, like the printing house that I use, they have a franchise over in the United States, and they could deliver that.
Critical Blast.
I'm sorry, Mix them.
Yeah.
No, they're great. They're fantastic. I can easily just, take the files that I have and just go over to the Mix'em site in the United States, have it printed there, and then have this person do the fulfillment for me. So,
is this person?
Whatever it is.
Does this person have the initials CB?
I think so. Yes, he does.
Yeah. He gets around a bit, that guy.
He does.
Yeah, no, he
good
a
guy.
friend of mine connected me with him, and I was on a podcast of his, and we talked for like a good 2.5 hours, easy.
Yeah,
we had fun. It was awesome, and he I gave him an advanced digital copy of it. He loved it, and he's like, "Yeah, absolutely. When you get a chance, let's talk about it." And that's what I'm going to do. So at the very least, I can print more if I have to, and also it's going to make it easier. At the very least, it's going to make it easier for me to send stuff over into people in the States. But I'm trying to build my UK and European audience here, though. That's another thing that I'm trying to do, because the postage isn't horrid or anything along those lines. It's not terrifying. So, but yeah, I'm really happy about it so far. I expect to do a lot better for chapter 2. At least I hope I do.
Yeah, but this kind of thing is exactly what we need. We need more UK books, plain and simple.
Yes.
More UK books, because trying to get all the books from America.
By all means, I'm
so
trying
expensive.
to spread myself out there, man. I'm already going to go to since now lockdown is essentially over. I'm going to be at 5 conventions before November.
Wow. Which ones are they?
Well, I want to go to the one in Liverpool. I gotta come up with 140 quid for that one. But the Creed cons, there's 3 of them. There's Bath, St. Albans, and there's another one I'm going to. And I'm going to an M-Con in late August, I think. That's in Nottingham. Yeah, it's right in my neck of the woods, so it's going to be easy to get there.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, 4 shows, and then there's going to be a benefit show that I have to go to all the way in Falmouth or something along those lines. It's a good 5 hours away from where I am, so that's going to be fun.
It'd be cool when all the cons are open again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to. I'm sorry?
I'm desperate to go to London Comic Con, which is currently still going on.
Oh yeah, me too. I can't stand the fact that I'm like just, I've had enough of being inside. Yeah, it's enough. It's done. I got my 2 jabs. I'll still wear a damn mask. I don't care. As long as I'm get to experience people and other humans. You know what I mean? It'd be so much better. But yeah, every single convention, I'm gonna have these books with me. So I'm gonna fucking notifications again. Fuck you, YouTube. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
right.
That's seems to be a common thing with YouTube lately. Is not sending out the notification.
What do you mean?
Yeah, it does that to me all the time. Like, I get the notification, I click on it, and we're 10 minutes into the stream already.
Yeah, so what YouTube should do is you can get notified of when someone's going live or putting up a video, but it's not sending out the notification straight away. It's waiting 10, 15, sometimes even after it's finished before it sends it out.
Now for cap.
Yeah.
Yes, Michael McCartney in the chat is correct. Back in Incantesi. I can't even remember how you said it.
Incantesi.
I had someone decided to do a shout out for me out of nowhere, but they got my name wrong. They got the name of the book wrong, and they got the whole concept of the whole thing wrong. And I was just like, yeah, Rich Perotta is gonna be doing his book called Incantesi, and it's about a magician who becomes a ballerina in private. And I'm like, wow. And I'm like, is that right? And I'm like, you know, and
Old guy,
God bless her,
the
you know,
beard.
she's really cool about it. But she's like, did I say that right? And I go, no, yeah. And then I have the hard to tell if she got the whole thing completely wrong. But you know, it is what it is. You know, I didn't care. I was like, all right, whatever. It doesn't matter. But yeah, there it is. And yeah, man, I can't wait. I can't wait for issue 2. That's going to be the big litmus test, to be honest with you. I mean, I got to make sure that this isn't a flash in the pan. You know, but yeah, I'd love it. Would you guys be up for doing another show in like a month or something?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You got 3 out of 4. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Well, that's the last page. That's the last page.
That's really cool.
Okay.
Someone purchased that one too.
Are you doing all these physically, not digitally?
I'm doing well. The conversation pages I'm doing digitally, but the action pages I'm doing traditionally.
Right.
If you go to my YouTube channel, I have about maybe 2 or 3 pages that I've already drawn traditionally already, and I'll share it with you. I'll share it on Twitter. There are a couple of pages that I've done that there was a double page spread that I finished in, no joke. I finished penciling it in about 4 hours because it was the last day of the Kickstarter campaign and I was going for a last push, and I managed to finish a double page spread pencil wise in about 4 hours. I mean, I already plotted it out. I already figured out where it was going to go, but yeah, I'll show that to you guys later. But yeah, no, a lot. Half the stuff I do is traditional. The other half is digital, because if I'm just going to do conversational pages and all that stuff, it doesn't require that much. So I'm like, all right, I'll just do it this way, and it is quicker for me digitally. But I do all the action pages and the cover and even the back cover if there's going to be one. I do those all traditionally.
That's very
That's
cool.
awesome, that is.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thank you. Yeah.
Very cool.
Please. I think I have like 100. Yeah, I have 119 subscribers, I think, already. But yeah, see all those. I did all those videos. Ta-da. Whole bunch of stuff, man.
Oh,
Very
well,
cool.
that's
You
what
got
I'm gonna be, I
the little
think.
YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, I go live on YouTube. If anybody wants to join, they usually join. You know, if anybody wants to just sit and chill and just talk and stuff like that, that's great. I have no problem with it. I haven't done a video in a week because I've been on holiday, so you know. Yeah, that's my YouTube channel right there. What else do I have there? Yeah, on the first row all the way to the right, it says Epilogue Chapter 2. That's like Chapter 2. That's like I think it's Part 2. Yeah, Part 2. I was drawing the top panel, and if you go down, if it says Epilogue Chapter 2, I was doing the bottom panel. You know, the bottom of the page, wherever it might be. Yeah, right there. Yeah, so that was, yeah, I have so much fun doing it. Get a whole bunch of people hooting and hollering or whatever, and it's like there were times when it's like I down a couple of pints of Guinness before I start drawing. Oh man, it's so much fun. Next time I got to get some Fireball whiskey and do like 5 shots and then go draw and see what the hell happens to them. Yeah, that's it. That's nuts, man. But I have a lot of fun. I usually have a lot of fun when I do these lives because I get to interact with everybody. I get to talk to people. I get to answer questions. Or if someone says they're going to do something or they did something, I get to ask them questions. You know, it's all about interacting with everybody because, you know, they're taking their time to invest any hard-earned money they have into the stuff that you're putting out. And it's a gift. When anybody gets anything like that from me, if anybody decides to purchase it, it's a gift. I'm very grateful for that. And I want to make sure I give them everything that I got in order to make sure that, you know, A, they want to come back, but most importantly, B, that they feel happy after that they invested and that they took a chance with me. And I'm very pleased with that. And I plan on doing that a lot more this campaign. I thought I did as much for the first one. This one's going to be crazy.
Can Okay.
So on the next campaign, are you just doing like the Kickstarter, or you be doing the Kickstarter and then the Indiegogo with whatever's left over, or?
Well, I'm gonna do the Kickstarter, and if I have a substantial amount of stuff for the Indiegogo left, I'll do if I have a substantial amount of copies for Chapter 2 left, I may do an Indiegogo because it's gonna be right around that time when con season's gonna hit.
Mm.
You know, so it's like I have to prepare for that. I have to get signage. I have to get a banner. Luckily, the prices here for printing are cheap, but I have to get the banner. I have to get a whole bunch of other stuff to go along with it. I have to get a tablecloth, whatever it might be, because I'm gonna showcase everything that I can as much as I can. You know, I'm also gonna have some of the books that I had from before. I mean, I'm going to have a whole bunch of copies of the books that I worked on from way before I even thought of the Incantesi, because I worked on a whole bunch of other things. You know, and I'll share with everybody in Twitter and Facebook and whatever social media platform I have. But obviously, I'm making sure that I put all my focus on this because this is my baby. No one else is going near it. I mean, I've had friends and colleagues who wanted to color it, and I'm just like, no, you can't do it because it's just not. No, you can't do it. You know, because when I created this thing, I already had a set look in my mind and how I was going to write it and how I was going to draw it and how I was going to color it. You know, I was like, yeah, this is how it's going to look. And I've even told people this is how I want it to look when it comes to the coloring. And when they sent me back the colors, they did exactly the opposite of what I wanted. And I was like, okay, well, the answer's no. You know, what the hell? I might as well take all the credit and I want all the money.
I got a question. When are you back in Nottingham?
I'm not going to pay some hack inker or colorist who decides to be like, oh, I had an existential crisis with my cat. He hates me now.
Yeah, but that's a cat's job.
I know, right? I mean, that happens with me and my cat. My cat is an emotionally distant cat, unless he wants something. He puts his ass in my face. He lays to me next to me on the bed. Oh, I love you, human. I love you, human. Feed me. So I feed him, and then after I feed him, he does. I don't exist. You know what this does to me? It shatters my soul.
That's why I prefer dogs.
I know, right? I know. All they do is slobber all over you.
We know. Yeah, we know who wears the trousers in that relationship, Rich.
Oh yeah, it would be the cat. The cat wears the pants, and the cat sleeps on the damn pants, and puts dead animals in the pants when he hunts them. And he takes the dead animal that he just killed and puts half of its corpse in my pocket. That's yummy.
Oh, he loves you.
Oh, he does. Oh God, one time he has half of a vole in his mouth and the tail sticking out, and I catch him with it, and we have that stare for like a couple of seconds, and then he sucks it up like it's spaghetti. And I'm looking at him, and I'm like, you know what? I can't be mad at that. I can't. And he's still staring at me after he does it. It's like,
is that a bowl of
like, I walk away, and that was it.
So I got a question for you, Rich.
Yes.
How long are you going to be wherever you are in the wilderness in Wales, and when are you going back to Nottingham?
I'm going back to Nottingham tomorrow afternoon.
Because now I don't know if I'm who's rustling, Jacobus? I don't know if I'm overstepping my boundaries here.
Probably knowing you.
Well, you never know.
Yeah.
Do you know page 45 in Nottingham?
Stop coming on to the guests. Right?
Yeah, I know exactly where it is. Yeah.
Oh, do you know the people there then?
I met the guy. I met one of the owners there. I believe he was a gentleman who had his head shaved or something. I forgot who he was.
All right.
Forgot his name, but he didn't like the fact that I used to work at Marvel in DC.
Oh, okay. That's a shame because I'm just drafting a tweet, and I'll gotta let you know that my monitor's gonna switch off in a minute. Page 40. Okay, I just drafted a tweet at page 45. Meet Rich Perotta Art, who has just launched the Incantesi. Will be back in Nottingham soon. Maybe some of your followers would be interested in getting a book from a now local artist. And then the link.
Okay. What time you want me there tomorrow? Do you want me there
tomorrow? No. I mean, I'll just send it and let them get in touch with you. Okay.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
I said I'll just send it and let them get in touch with you.
Okay. Yeah. That'd be great.
Boom.
Ooh.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
My monitor's switching off. I'm going to have to switch it back on. Back in a second.
Okay.
Stop throwing shit at me.
Fruit first?
I didn't realise his monitor was on the timer.
Right now, I've got to stop my camera and beat the shit out of my wife.
I wouldn't say that on stream, mate.
Calm down. He's only paper.
Fucking one.
If
Right,
she dressed up all in green, she could abuse him and we would never know.
And I'm back. Good.
Why in
Yay.
green?
She's on a
Yeah,
green
because of the
screen
green
right now.
screen.
She's blending.
Yeah, she is. That's happening right now.
Yoo-hoo!
But,
Yeah.
Ari, do you want to take the
Wow,
reins
look
on
at that.
this?
Right, Rich, I'm going to tell you what's going on. So, welcome to the CG Battle Royale. This is the part of the show where we pit your character up against the rest of Comicsgate. So,
They're all gonna lose.
I like your
Wait,
attitude.
which one's Dr. Manhattan?
Yeah,
Is
so-
Dr. Manhattan there in Superman?
yeah.
I think they may give her an issue.
Yeah, we just put them there as kind of like to give people the idea. Well, you know, can't. Okay, tell you what. Should we go with? We'll start with the Nan. Okay. What's your central character called again? The Italian girl.
The Incantesi.
Oh, that's her name. Okay, right. The Incantesi.
Oh, her name? Cassandra Rossi.
Cassandra.
That's the name of the
Right.
character.
Okay, Cassandra. Can Cassandra beat a Nan?
What's a Nan?
A grandmother.
Yeah,
Okay. So
Okay.
but she wouldn't do that because she loves her Nana.
I know most wouldn't want to, but if
Yeah,
push
that's
came
true.
to shove,
I had my Nana died 26 years ago. I still miss her. So yeah, I wouldn't want to ever do that. So
no. Who's up next? Oh, the henchman. Would she
Yeah.
be able to beat up henchman?
yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
Then how would she do against Spider-Man?
she would lose only because she would lose because you see the powers that she now contains came to her like in real time maybe a week or two ago, if you want to put it that way, within the
Okay.
story. That's why she has, I mean, if you look at the last page of everything, that's why she, you know, when she lashes out, she's not focusing her energy, and in that scene she's destroying half of a hospital, you know. So it's like she doesn't, it's not like when, if you know what you're doing, you're not trying to destroy a hospital wing, you're trying to get the hell out of there so you cause as little damage to anybody as possible. She's very inexperienced. If she went up against Spider-Man, 8 out of 10 times she would lose simply because of his experience, his speed, and Spider-Man wouldn't try to kill her. You know, he would use his instincts, he would use his wits, and he would just subdue her and just capture her. He would win 8 times out of 10.
All righty, good answer. Now we know.
I'm not going to say, oh, she's great. I mentioned it before that even though she's vastly powerful, I'm not going to make her a Ray Palpatine or fucking Skywalker, pardon my language. I'm not going to make her that. I can't have her OP and have her be able to like fold the universe in half and, you know, up Rick Sanchez's ass or whatever. You know, I can't do that.
Right. When she destroys the hospital, does she do like the Joker thing of just walking away?
No, that last page that you saw when she was purple and floating, that's when she reached a power level that she hasn't experienced as of yet, but she's at peace with it. But the power that she uses is so great that her body doesn't know how to manage that type of power. And I'll reveal something. In the next issue, she faints because it's like, and you know, that's
La 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 la! Spoiler! La 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 la
that's the only
la!
thing I'm going to spoil.
Cool. So I think that fairly places Incantesi in the Spider-Man tier.
Cool.
Yeah. One thing I've been impressed with is every guest we've had on hasn't gone, yeah, they'll beat everyone. Like, they've actually
Apart from Mark.
yeah.
No, that I mean, forgive me, but that's kind of foolish. Yeah, it's like she's new. She's really just new. I mean, she has a little bit of that energy before she realizes who she is, and before she's pushed to what she can do. And she is indeed powerful. She is destined to be the greatest of all the Incantesi when it comes to usage and power. But this is like over time and how she grows as a person. And her experiences are going to mold what kind of person she's going to be wielding this power. It's unrealistic to create someone out of the blue for a comic that you're going to make that's going to be like, oh yeah, the Dr. Manhattan's going to suck my dick. No, it's retarded. No. That's not how it should be. I mean, when Marvel created the Sentry, I was just like, oh, who's this guy? And it's like he's in yellow suit. He's like, oh, he's more than Superman, but we had to keep him a secret and make sure no one remembered. And I'm like, really? What?
Yeah, it seems dumb.
Yeah, I was like, forget it. I'm done. I was like, all right, yeah, okay. And they did the same crap with Isaiah Bradley or like, no, I'm sorry, what was it? Blue Waffle? What's his name?
Blue Waffle. Don't Google that guy.
Who was that guy? Blue Marvel? Blue Marvel something?
What? Soggy Biscuit? What?
I just insulted Blue Marvel. Yeah, but
Blue Marvel.
He's like 10 Supermans in one guy, and then from what I understand, someone told me about this origin of him, and he's the greatest hero that the Marvel Universe could ever possibly have. It's like, forget it. He's better. He's 1,000 Avengers. He's the greatest thing since sliced bread and pizza, and John F. Kennedy says you have to go into hiding because America is not used to they will never accept a black superhero as powerful as you. I'm like, oh, so that just erases everything that this man has done? I'm like, stop. Oh, come on.
I know.
It's like they create these uber powerful, so some people, they create these uber powerful creatures, and I'm like, well, that's all good and dandy. You may like it, but that's not how I do things. It's not how I write a story. You write a story and you build a character. That's how you establish a character in a continuity of everything. Mm-hmm. The reader has to grow with the character as well.
Yep.
Why do you think everybody loves the X-Men? Why do you think everybody loves Spider-Man?
Yeah, for sure.
There's more to writing a comic book story. That I'm not trying to disparage anybody else, but there's more to writing a comic book story than just 5 pages in. It's like you have these like monstrous explosions and all this other stuff is happening. You got to develop the character first. Have the audience love the character, and that's another thing that a lot of people, a lot of women, especially women, love about my character, because it's like we're getting to know who she is.
Yeah, that's the thing. A character needs to have flaws. If it has no flaws, then there's no way the reader can relate to it in any way.
Oh, she has plenty of flaws. She has plenty of flaws. Absolutely, she has a ton of flaws, and so does her mentor. And as the story progresses, you're going to see how many flaws that her mentor has, especially, and also the same thing with the girl. You saw how, that splash page, the double page spread that I had where she lashed out. A few people got hurt in that hospital as a result of her, destroying that demon god. It wasn't like, oh, that's it. Let's walk away to save the day, play the theme song. But no, some people got hurt in there. And if you read the story, there were a couple of people of real decent importance who wound up dead, and police are looking for the person who did it, and they think it's Cassandra. Mm. So not only does she have to deal with the otherworldly sources, not only does she have to deal with these otherworldly foes and all that stuff, but now she has the human law enforcement looking for her, thinking that she's a cop killer. Mm. There's a lot, and all this happens in the span of 3 days. Who can handle that?
Yeah, Comics Mate says there's a good reason Manhattan is alone in his tier.
That is true. Manhattan's pretty much gone. Ground level superheroes are always the most interesting. Yeah, she's definitely ground level. That's why when I was asked who would win between her and Spider-Man, I'm like, oh, Spider-Man would easily defeat her, because she's just not that experienced. You give her about maybe 3 years, she'll be a match for him in a lot of ways. Because there's a lot of heroes that she wouldn't be able to defeat based on their own singular abilities. You know, Spider-Man reacts quicker than the human eye, but she can, over time, he will learn a spell that slows down time. But every spell takes like practice. That's why no one likes Dave. He's perfect. Yes, Dave is perfect. Yes, he is. And, you know, but against someone like Superman, she would have a better chance, like maybe 5 out of 5, because Superman does not do magic. He is completely vulnerable.
Is this the card you chose?
I'm sorry?
Is this the card you chose? Sorry.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm just thinking about Superman doing.
Superman does not do magic, but Superman is, you know, obviously he's one of the most powerful superheroes ever, and it's like, you know, it all depends on what happens and how she uses everything. Yeah. So, what do we got there? I can't see.
205 still.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm pleased. Do not get me wrong. I am happy with all hell. Thank you, everybody who backed it so far. Nice. I'm definitely gonna. Oh yeah, guys, I'm gonna go live on Monday at 8 o'clock. I think
on your channel.
Yeah, on my YouTube channel. Please, if anybody wants to show up, by all means, show up. I'll send you guys the link. I'm gonna draw one of the pages from chapter 2.
You mean like Monday, the same time that we go out?
I didn't know that you guys went out at the same time. If you did, I mean, I could change it if you want. I don't want to run into anything.
Ignore Rob. Ignore Rob. You go live. You go live.
Rob likes the spotlight too much. That's the problem.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm going live at 8 o'clock, and I'm gonna draw a page of my book. So, and it's gonna take a little bit longer than an hour, but maybe a little like 3, because I'm not so much relaunching, but I'm reintroducing the Kickstarter campaign for chapter 2, and I want to touch it off by starting, doing a page of original art. So,
yeah, guys, I think we're gonna have to do a drawing stream with Rich next time he comes on.
I'd be happy to set up the date, and I'll do it. You set up the date, and I'll draw a page on your stream.
Cool.
Yeah, it could be next week if you want, because I'm gonna be doing that from here on in until the campaign begins. I'm making sure that everybody gets to know this. I want everybody to hear about this, because it's worth it. It's worth it. Trust me, it is.
Guys, can we get one more backer before the stream closes out? We're on 9 today. Let's get 10. Come on, guys. And you know what? If you're not in the position to back, just share it out, because that's absolutely great. Get eyes on this book.
Yes, thank you. I put on one thing I did before I started this new stream, before I started this new campaign, is I sent out an email to everybody who backed it, and they should be getting their money back within 5 to 7 days. I'll just keep posting this every day until it gets to a point where they all get it. I'll make sure that they get it too. So yeah, I'll be okay in this one. I'll be all right in this one, because now it's flexible. I can send it out whenever I want, so I'm good. But I put a lot of, I really did put a lot of thought into how this character is going to go. And again, it's just, with all due respect to anybody else who puts anything out, good for them. But I can't make her OP immediately, because that's just ridiculous. It's not something that happens in everyday life. You don't get an Ubermensch every time you launch something. There's no suspense. There's no development of the character. That you don't like the character after a while. You're like, okay, what other thing can this person succeed at?
Yeah. That's the problem.
The first 4 issues, she's going to fail miserably at a bunch of things. In chapter 3, chapter 3 is going to be bad. It's going to be bad for her. Trust me. But yeah, I'm going to make sure that at the very least, we get to see who she is over time. And we will love her or hate her because of her actions as a result of it.
When do you think the next chapter is going to come out?
July, because the next Kickstarter is going to start June 27th, only because I was suspended for a month from Facebook. But I may do it if I get it done earlier. No, you know what? No, June 27th is a set date. But the next Kickstarter after that is going to be less than 3 months for chapter 3, because I will finish chapter 2 before the Kickstarter for chapter 2 launches, and I already have the plot for chapter 3
written out, and I'll start principal art on chapter 3 while the Kickstarter for chapter 2 is going. So I will make sure that I have chapter 3 in by September. Easy.
So when you launch chapter 2, will chapter 1 be available to get with chapter 2?
It depends. I'm gonna see. It depends. Quite frankly, it depends on how well I do in chapter 2. Because if I do very well in chapter 2, I'll order an X amount of chapter 1 books, to bring with me to conventions and whatnot.
Yeah.
But if I do really well in chapter 2, which I hope I do, then yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Very cool.
Okay. Well, we're rolling up to the hour-and-a-half mark.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys have other stuff to do.
So
I can't thank you enough for having me on. Really, thank you so much.
Yeah.
More than welcome
No
to have you
problemo.
on any time.
It's been good, man.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
a lot of
sure.
fun launching the book.
Yeah, please. And whenever you guys want, I'll even remind you in a week. If you want me to, I will draw a page on your stream live.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'd love to. You know what? I would love to, as a matter of fact. If you want to talk about a date afterwards, let me know.
Cool.
Yeah, definitely. That sounds good.
All right,
yeah.
excellent.
If anyone in the chat hasn't backed yet, make sure you do. If you can't back, then share the campaign to people that can back and get them to back you a copy as well, because why not?
Yeah, the campaign's active for 30 days, and it's a flexible campaign. So all I have to do is just arrange it, and you'll get your copy within a week.
What happens if all the books sell out on it? 'Cause you only got 40 on there, so if they all sell out, is the
I only
campaign
got
just
40
end?
on there. If the books sell out, the books sell out. That's good for me, but the books sell out, the books sell out.
So are you going to then stop the campaign once the 40th has been claimed?
Well, what I'll do is, if one of the tiers finishes, like if two of the tiers finish with the commissions, let's say, I'll probably take maybe 2 or 3 from the standalone issues and put them into that tier to add on the total. And I'll probably do the same thing. Like if I run out of, like, let's say all 15 sell of the soft cover, but I only have one of the soft cover with the commission, I'll take 3 copies from the commission tier and put it towards the standalone issue, because people may just want to pick up the issue itself and may not want the commission. I don't want to force anybody to buy anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's like if they just want to get the issue, that's great. I'm happy that you do that. If you want to get the commission with it, it's still a good deal, because it's an A4 size commission and it's penciled in ink. It's to whatever you want drawn. So it's pretty good. It's a pretty good deal.
Cool.
But again, if one or the other ends up finished, if the trends go that way, I'll just take from the supply of one to another. But I have 40 copies left of everything, and once they're gone until I decide to print some more.
Cool. Excellent. Right, I think the time's moving on. Should we quickly do some shilling for Twisted Fairy Tales and anything else?
Well, before we do that, there's even better recent news from yourself, isn't there, Rob?
Dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
I've seen on Twitter you've been entered or accepted.
It's a local thing. It's a German thing. For the Ginkgo Awards. But I mean, it's basically that I put in my book and they've accepted it for the Ginkgo Awards. There were 95.
Nice.
There were 95 entries. So, like I said in my tweet, I'm not holding my breath yet. Just thought, it's a bit of good news.
Oh, that's cool. You've got past the first barrier. That's
Yeah,
great.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're further through it than
happy
I
about
am.
that. Let's see. I'll find out at sometime around June. But entering's half the thing, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
Thank you.
All you got to do now is sit back and relax and wait and see, ain't you?
Oh, bloody hell, I've been relaxing way too much. I got to get on with my second strip for Twisted Fairy Tales.
Yes, you do. And
Yes, I do.
speaking of which, Aria has very kindly shared Twisted Fairy Tales.
Hey.
The I completely lost track of what I was going to say then.
Is
The
this out
anthology
yet?
book of Twisted
Is this an active campaign yet?
Not yet, no.
Now, in the signing up stage of this, although it should
All right,
be going
send me the link
active.
so I can sign up for it.
Cool.
When are we
Drop
going
the link in the
active?
chat.
In maybe a month, I hope.
Okay, I'll
set
put the
date
word
because-
too.
As you can tell, the bargain bin is not very organised, prepared. We got some rough edges, which adds to our charm.
Wow. Snow White's got some Snow White got them big ass titties. So the Red Riding Hood, she got them big titties too. Look at them all curvy and stuff, ready to go in my face. Blah, 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 blah. I'll be doing that all day long in Snow White big titties.
Oh, Richard enjoying himself.
I know.
And you can too.
Yeah.
I'm having too much fun with that. It's just the Snow White with titties that big. God damn.
They
No
don't
wonder
make
the dwarves
Disney.
were ready to do anything they wanted. She wanted.
Nah, it's the Red Riding Hood, man.
Well,
I got
yeah,
to go for a redhead,
probably
man. Seriously. Fuck.
probably has a nicer vagina than Snow White because she stayed with like 7 dwarves and stuff like that. They all ran a train on them or something. Yeah, I'm horrible, I know, but I love it. Oh, look at the frog. The frog's checking out both Red Riding Hood and Snow White. Look, he's like, ha ha! Look at that.
That's not a frog. That's a horny toad.
That is a horny toad, evidently, because he's like looking. He's like, look at that. Look at this.
Yeah, that's
He's
a
probably
really
the one
frog,
going,
that is.
them titties. I'm gonna be hopping on my lily pads, on their lily pads. I go up and I swear, I don't know why, but a frog reminds me for some reason of a New Orleans jazz player or something like that. I don't know why. It just happens to be that way. It's just like natural osmosis, I guess. You know, there are a lot of frogs in the swamp, and New Orleans is a lot of swamp stuff in New Orleans, man.
Mike,
Bloody
what
hell,
time
I'm
do you
late.
call
Yes,
this,
you are,
mate?
Mike. Oh, man.
Mike, head over to Indiegogo to the Incantesi campaign.
Yeah, he backed it already. He's a very good friend of mine. He backed it already. God bless him.
Yeah, he showed me the books. Oh, that's what I was like.
Yeah, and he has one. Life on Korra #4. His Indiegogo is starting on June 12th, I think.
Yeah. No, he's
shit.
doing
You
really well.
woke up at 4:30.
Dude, I woke at 4:30. Give me Mike. I'm sticking up for you, and I'm promoting your Indiegogo. You know where the showcase is a little bit on me right now, there, buddy. You're welcome.
Yeah, we love you all really. So we've gone over Twisted Fairy Tales, Incantesi, Rob's News. I see Aria Black sharing a screen and it doesn't have a cat on it. That was weird.
I was doing bargain bin, but
Bristolian Dave, are you gonna anything to share? Hold on. I will give you the floor.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow, look at that.
yeah.
Zoolander.
No, it's
Hello,
Bristolian,
Mr.
100% Bristolian. No, just my YouTube channel as normal. Bristolian Dave, you know, sub to the channel. You'll get some good videos. My face is on most of them. Yeah, I got a book coming soon-ish, few months. Smiter issue 1. I've not said that to a lot of people, but there it is. Smiter coming in the next few months. Keep an eye out. Make sure you're following me on Twitter, you know, at BristolianD, Instagram Bristolian_Dave, and I'm here, you know, Mondays and apparently Fridays as well now. And now you guys just gonna leave me up to make me really awkward. Okay, cool.
Oh shit.
Manny fills the screen.
my
Fuck
goodness.
you, cat. Such a dick. Face is so British. Yeah. I know the British face. What is a British
I like
face?
it, British. It is fun. Yeah, I tell you. I'm a point guess. As soon as I fish, it'll be great. I'll have to do it. You know.
That's actually not that bad.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So that's actually not that bad.
I've been living with my Welsh wife for like a year and a half, and it's like, you know, after a while you pick some stuff up, and I noticed that my Brooklyn accent. I mean, I really never really had one, but I've noticed that it's like disappearing. You know, and it becomes a mix after a bit because now I say tomato and now I say boots or Lori, you know, or chips or crisps, you know, whatever the hell that is. And it's and then it's like I go have my pint of Guinness, you know, and I'm dead serious. After I finish, and it just comes out subconsciously. I mean, I would normally say I'm going to have a pint of Guinness with my dinner, but now I'm like, oh, I gotta have a pint of Guinness. I'm like I'm possessed or something. It's like the ghost of Jason Statham took over my body for a minute. You know, I just wish I had his body instead of all this like COVID fat. You know, and just like and you know, at least I would look better if I shaved my head.
Rich, is your wife a fan of comic books or comics?
Is she a fan of comics? Yes. She saw a bunch of my Go Live shows, and you know, when I first started talking to her, she was like, "Hey, do you draw me a Deadpool for me?" And I'm like, yeah.
Cha-ching.
Well, it was funny because we talked for a couple of months, and I met her through social media. I have to, you know, I usually have a wild story concocted, but you know, I met her on social media, and one day she's like, "I'm going to come over to see you. I'm going to come to the States," and I'm like, "Well, why?" And she goes, "Because I want to see you." Like, oh.
Hey!
You know, and well, I mean, it's one thing seeing someone from a monitor, but you know, it's like when she first came through customs and she came walking down the customs ramp, those big blue eyes and that red hair, I was like, well, I'm gonna marry this girl.
Whoa, cool.
Ah.
Yeah.
Nice.
5 months later, I was like, here's a ring, put it on.
Oh yes, oh you smooth talking devil.
Oh, I was, you know. There were other things that I did, you know, that after a while, I'm just like, I could say whatever the hell I want. Here, put the ring on. That's it. That was it. And yeah, and yeah, she is a fan. She is a fan. She and in one of the bathrooms in the house, she has wallpaper of all the classic Avengers, and to this day, she still bothers me. And when I'm going to paint in the colors on those guys, and I'm like, I'm not painting anything in the bathroom. There's cat litter all over the place. So the cat litter first, and then maybe I'll do it. No. But yeah, she's a fan. She's a fan.
Let me show this off real quick. So,
dude, send me the link to your channel so I can subscribe.
I will. I'll put it in the private chat now. But just mentioning my channel, you can find me on all social medias at Aria_Blackness. Just search for that handle. It's the same everywhere. We've been doing these call-in specials past few weekends that been doing pretty well, and we've been getting bucks back on those streams. So it's good to see there's an audience for it. I probably won't be doing one this weekend just because I'm super busy drawing for the various campaigns. But yeah, just stay tuned. Keep an eye out. We'll be doing another drawing, another Let's Talk call-in special. It'd be really cool to get a whole bunch of new creators on here to talk about their books. Rich, it'd be cool if you came on.
Ask whenever you want me, I'm there.
Awesome.
Whenever you want me, I'm there.
So 10-minute slots, you get to talk about your book, get to show off to a whole bunch of fans. And then I got to mention, The Adventures of Taylor in Outer Space is coming soon in the summer, but it's currently in the sign-up phase on Indiegogo. So make sure you check that out. It's the first place you're going to get all things Taylor in one beautiful collected edition for the first time ever, plus awesome merch by Chubb that you're going to receive for absolutely free when you sign up. there's so much going on in this book. I really can't wait for you all to see it. And just stay tuned. I'll post the link in the chat now, so you guys can check out Taylor's.
Thank you. Yes.
I was really hoping to hear about a big bonus section.
Well, there is a big bonus section for all of you interested.
Righty, just before we sign off then, okay, the same for me. My sign up is in the chat. Of course, you could still get Rattle and Roll. Hang on, no, that's the one with the go on. Rattle and Roll, #1. Also, for people in the UK, you can order it through Blackwell's, don't you know? Ooh, oh yeah. Okay, for the people who do sign up, you will receive this. Yeah, okay, I printed this out, so it's a bit skew with this color version. As long as you have a color printer, a color version of a printed yourself zine, which also folds out to a color poster if you have a color printer. Yay! If you don't, then you have to go back to the 1970s and work with black and white.
Oh, I love the 70s.
The 70s. Hey, who doesn't love the 70s?
I do, but them titties all be sloping up into like a ski slope and stuff. They got to a point that look like a flat banana on the side. I love them titties.
What's going on?
I got titty fever. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm male. That could be it. I don't know. I'm really have problems. I'm sorry.
It's all right. We fit right in, mate.
Let me just refresh this one last time before we head off.
Did we get 10?
I'm just grateful that you guys supported me. I really can't thank you enough from the bottom of my heart. And I'm of course I'm gonna subscribe or send emails in to anybody's Kickstarter or Indiegogo, whatever it is. And it's like, yeah, if there's anything that I can do to help out with anybody what's doing here, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to help. You know, it's like the whole one hand washes the other thing and we're all in this together type stuff, you know.
Coaching.
Exactly.
That's what this whole industry is about, you know, and it's a very small, regardless of how many people really put into this, it's still a very small insular industry. And we have to support each other instead of like knock each other down, because you know, people still think that still to this day, there's so many people who think that comics are just like, you know, a kid's thing. And it's like, no, it's not. It's never been a real kid's thing. I mean, it is, but you know, it's grown to something that's a lot more. The stories are more complex, as the art. You know, but we're still not taken seriously in a lot of circles. We've got to make sure that we stick together so we can be taken seriously. That's the truth.
That's for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So
thank you.
That's a
Thank
lovely
you.
sentiment to end on. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the 10th backer on this show, but we will.
That's all right.
Sharing
get one later.
We'll
get one later. There's a bunch that want to come back and get it, so we're good. Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
As this is a bargain bin special, we always end the bargain bin in a very special way, and that is
with Dave dancing naked.
Dave's laughing because he was made to do it himself last time. Gay wave to
Which
the camera.
Which one?
Yeah, Dave, show our amazing guest how it's done.
What?
Oh yeah, ride that pony. Yeah, go get him.
It's too much pressure.
Provide the music. I can do it. Yeah, I'll provide the music. So and going, we're riding my pony. Come on, man. It's like you're all like, I'm gonna do this. And then I'm like, here I am singing, and you're like, nah.
I can't perform under pressure.
Go on then, Rob. Go on then, Rob.
Oh, look at he's got that. Yep, there it is. He's got the rubber band thing going.
Come on, let's do the wave. Let's do the wave. All right.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you just got
5,
in the
4,
show.
3, 2,
Yeah,
1.
bye. Here's my wave.
Bye.
Guys, thank you. I will see.